I've started giving away mystery Switch games every single week. Shout out to Clip45 on Twitter for winning the first mystery game. To enter to win, all you have to do is follow me at BrettNLL and like and retweet my pinned tweet. That's all there is to it. Now, on to the video. Recently, Nintendo launched the Super Nintendo Entertainment System service for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers. Along with this, Nintendo released a wireless SNES controller for Switch. Some of you might be wondering whether or not you can use the controller for your favorite games or not. I thought this would make for an interesting video, so I decided to check some of them out. I'm here to test some of the games from my collection just for you guys. Hopefully it's some of the games you were wondering about. One big game that just came out is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Will it SNES? No, unfortunately it doesn't. Despite being based on a game that only needed a D-pad and 2 face buttons, the remake of Link's Awakening locks movement to the joystick. Furthermore, unlike most of the entries on the list, the game will not ever allow you to do anything once you get past the start screen. Considering that Link can only move in 8 directions, it seems odd that they wouldn't at least have the option to use the D-pad. But I digress. Next up, Super Mario Maker 2. Will it SNES? Mostly. When playing stages, you have full range of Mario's abilities. Thankfully, playing 2D Mario hasn't changed very much in the past 36 years. However, you won't be able to build stages with just the D-pad. If you want more Maker than Super Mario, then stick with the controller that has sticks. Or better yet, for building, you might as well use the touchscreen. A recent game that's been sort of blowing up surprisingly is Untitled Goose Game. Will it SNES? The answer is no. The game allows you to map movement to the left or right joystick, but not to the D-pad. However, you'll have access to everything else, including ducking, flapping, and of course honking. Can you use the SNES controller with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Nope. You'll be able to do everything but move your character once the fight starts. After that, all the D-pad does is taunt. This is a little disappointing as Brawl works sideways with the Wii Remote. Sure, it didn't work that well, but it still worked. It would be really cool if Nintendo added a patch to Smash Bros. Ultimate that let you use the D-pad to fight. For a game that has an SNES feel, will Time Spinner work with the SNES controller? The answer is yes, and the game feels completely natural with this controller. It's fitting because the Metroidvania genre really started to blossom on the SNES, so using the SNES controller to play Time Spinner feels amazing. Seriously, I really recommend Time Spinner. I'm going to leave my review linked at the end of this video. This one's pretty obvious. Would The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild work with the SNES controller? Nope. Unfortunately, this game you'll need the joysticks for movement. You can do anything else that requires the various buttons, and this game has a lot of commands, but walking is definitely required to play the game. This one might make you feel a little naughty. Sonic Mania. Does it work with the SNES controller though? Yes it does. I'm old enough to remember the great console wars. I mean, I still have the scars, and I must say there's something not quite right about playing 16-bit Sonic on a Nintendo console with a SNES controller. It feels kinda gross, but either way, it works great. Next up, Final Fantasy VII. Will it SNES? Yep, Final Fantasy VII is another game that was iconic on Nintendo's competitor's console, so perhaps you'll feel a little naughty playing this one with the SNES controller. That being said, Final Fantasy did start its life as an SNES game, so this is sort of a glimpse to see what this game may have felt like on Nintendo's platform. The Final Fantasy VII port on Switch has some new features to make the game a bit smoother. These are activated by either clicking both or one of the joysticks on the Switch controller, so you'll lose this functionality with the SNES controller. But if you have the Switch controller sitting nearby, you can activate them just fine. Mega Man Legacy Collection and Mega Man X Legacy Collection. Will it SNES? Yep, all of the classic Mega Man games work. There's not a lot I can really say about these, except they're great games that you should definitely check out, and if you love the SNES D-pad, these collections will be perfect using this controller. But you might be wondering about Mega Man 11. Will the latest Mega Man game work with the SNES controller? Yes it does. It's still good old Mega Man, same as before. It's actually a little easier to work out how to change gears with a simpler controller, but using the SNES controller will cost you access to the weapon wheel. Additionally, given the placement of the ZL and ZR buttons, changing weapons on the fly can be a little tricky. Super Mario Odyssey. Will it SNES? No, it does not. You'll be able to start the game, but the lack of joysticks will prevent you from moving forward, like most third-person action games on this list. The rest of the buttons work, however, so you can jump, crouch, and throw Cappy, but sadly Mario will be standing there looking like a doofus. Will Undertale work? Yes, it will. It works just as well with the D-pad as it does with the joystick, so get on down to Underground and make a bunch of friends, or kill everyone, it's your choice. Collection of Mana. Will this collection work? Yes, it will. Using this controller with this collection fulfills the dreams of many Western Squaresoft fans who were never able to play this one on the SNES. And that's all I was able to check out, guys. Be sure to let me know what games you know work with the SNES controller down in the comments section below. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System controller for Switch is only available from the official Nintendo online shop. Unfortunately, they're all sold out at the time of making this video, but the store should have them back in stock very soon. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and maybe even that notifications bell if you're feeling generous. I'll talk to you guys later.